Officials in England are joining counterparts in other European countries and taking radical Islamic prisoners out of the ranks of the general prison population in many facilities. It all has to do with radicalization, and it is a problem in this country as well. Correspondent Benjamin Hall explains tonight from London.
Prisons in the UK have been called jihadi training camps, as new government research shows the extent of Islamic radicalization. In terror attack after terror attack across Europe, one thing has been constant. Many of the attackers were radicalized behind bars. They went in as petty criminals. They came out as terrorists. One reformed jihadi explained why prison is such a target for radical Muslims.
What makes a good recruit is someone that is already disenfranchised, someone who is anti-establishment, who holds some kind of resentment.
Easy pickings for radical Muslim preachers like Anjem Chowdhury, one of the most notorious hate preachers in Britain, who was recently sentenced to 10 years for supporting ISIS. Now the UK government is introducing new laws which will keep people like Chowdhury away from other inmates.
We cannot have a situation where we have extremist prisoners influencing others who are vulnerable to those messages.
The US prison system is also facing this problem, with Muslim groups acting like gangs, recruiting people and protecting their own, according to a former Al-Qaeda recruiter now working at a think tank at George Washington University.
The individual charismatic preacher that radicalized me while I was incarcerated became like a father.
The recruiter turned scholar says he saw 30 to 40 prisoners radicalized around him in the 3 years he was in US jail, and said that many radical preachers had not been identified by the authorities.
It goes on very frequently in general mainstream or what you call medium or high security prisons as well.
And this point will resonate strongly with those who are against Guantanamo detainees being transferred to US prisons, where they might also be seen as celebrities able to influence other prisoners. Here in the UK, the government learnt the hard way after numerous terror attacks were carried out by people radicalized in prison. It just remains to be seen if these new measures are enough or too little, too late. Doug?
Benjamin Hall, late in London tonight. Thank you, Benjamin.